Hello, Jaspreet, can you please confirm slides are visible to you?
No, sir. It's not visible.
Just a minute. Let me share with you again.
It's visible now, sir.
It's visible now.
Okay, thank you very much. Might be there some glitches going on with Microsoft team, I think. Sorry for that. So now let's back to our topic with respect to the key drivers of the global business context. So we were discussing with respect to the technology, with respect to the technological advancement which has happened in recent years, specifically fintech, data, big data, machine learning, artificial intelligence. So we have taken example of Amazon, Flipkart, Paytm, UPI, Zoom, Microsoft also with respect to again globe report working, remote working, global supply chain, logistic or transactions. Now let's discuss about the second main key driver, which is the economic liberalization and the trade policies. So economic liberalization and the reduction of the trade barriers have significantly increased the global business. They have fostered the global business in a positive way. Countries are opening market through the World Trade Organization agreements, free trade agreements, reduce the tariffs and the quotas. As I have told you when we started the class with respect to the free trade agreement, which we have come into with the United Kingdom, with Britain, with the trade agreement, trade deal with the USA in last 1 year and with Europe Union. So all these kind of liberalization with kind of all these trade policies help to expand the business across the border. So these reduced tariff as with the European Union, our almost 97% product now are into the zero category. There is no tax, and also we are not going to taking any tariffs. We are not putting any tariffs on European Union. With the United State of America, there are some gap. United State of America has put 18% tariff, but we are offering the USA 0% tariff. So maybe many product, many services, there many companies will going to enter into the market, and in some way, our companies also going to positively getting the benefit out of these 18% itself, because before 18%, because executing this USA India trade deal, we were into the 50% bracket for the trade for the tariffs. So these reduced tariffs, reduced quotas, free trade agreements, they help to expand, the basket of the product with respect to the global business. With respect to the
Okay, sir.
example like India's LPG reforms, with India's liberalization, privatization, and globalization reforms in the year 1991, global firms enter into the Indian market, and now we have thousands of companies which are working for in the within India. They have offices, headquarters in Gurgaon, in Pune, in Hyderabad, in Bangalore, in Mumbai, in Delhi, Noida, okay, in Chennai, and they are working for India, and also they are in some way they are targeting Asian countries also from India itself. They are foreign companies, they have established their offices in India, and they are targeting the regional countries also from India itself. So because of these liberalization, because of the economic liberalization, and because of the trade policies, EU will work as a single market. Okay, because of this economic liberalization, EU comprise of 26 countries, different countries, but their movement is free. Before 2017, even though within India, when some trucks they are crossing the border from one state to another state, they have to pay the tax, the duties. Okay, there is VAT also, value added tax before 2017, but government of India they clubbed all these tax into the GST, goods and services tax, and now cross border means from state to state, they do not have even a single penny in many cases, except two or three products like petrol, which is not in that basket, gas or diesel, they are not into the GST, but they are all kind of products. There are lakhs of products now into that goods and services tax. we have clubbed all kind of tax, direct, indirect tax, and the benefit has been passed on to the customer also, to the companies also. And because of that, companies are expanding their businesses in India. They start, coming India specifically after 2017. They are getting many benefits with respect to the product linked incentives also. So these trade policies, the taxation system, 4 5 years back also, 3 years back also, government of India have reduced the corporate tax from 22.5 to 15%. This 7.5% reduction have create our market very attractive to the foreign companies, to the foreign players. They start entering into the Indian market. So these all economic liberalization, trade policies, taxation system help to expand the global business. India UAE Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement CEPA in the year 2022 also have expanded the horizon with respect to Gulf countries again. So first one, technological advancement, the key driver. Second one is the economic liberalization and the trade policies. What economic impact have on the globalization? Globalization has shifted the economic power across the nation. Emerging economics, especially in the Asia, including India, China. If we talk about Africa, South Africa, if we talk about South America, then Brazil, Portugal. Okay, they are expanding their product. They are offering their product to the foreign markets because of the globalization. This has increased the global interdependence also. Some cases this global interdependence create some kind of havoc also, some kind of problems also, issues also. Currently we are facing a crunch of LPG in India. Maybe if this war continue, Israel and USA and Iraq war will continue, maybe in near future we are going to face difficulty for the crude oil also, for the petrol and diesel also. And there are multiple products which directly connect with the LPG, LNG, and this crude oil importing. Okay, fertilizers industry is completely dependent on this LNG. Our CNG is completely dependent on LNG. Our household kitchen is completely dependent on LPG. And most of all these products, they come from the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Iran, or Qatar countries, using the Strait of Hormuz, which Iran has broke from past 18-20 days continue. And only our two ships have come from that Strait of Hormuz carrying LPG. So these increased global interdependence somehow have given the opportunities for the companies to expand their horizon. But in some cases, as of today, the problems is going on, facing issues also. This will spread the faster economic crisis also. As I have discussed, as I have shared with all of you, recent example, current example is this war. Previously, COVID-19 in the year 2019, 2020, 2021, we have faced crunch of supply with respect to many product, with respect to many companies. They have faced many issues. Okay, so one side have shifted the economic power, have helped the emerging economies to grow, but this has created the global interdependence also, which might have created some kind of economic crisis also. There is one good example with respect to the 2008 financial crisis, which has started in USA, but that crisis has affected entire world. India has also affected because of that, but at that time, somehow within 6 months, we again rebound, our economy rebound. But many countries, many big names like these Lehman Brothers, okay, that company, that bank collapsed completely because of that 2008 financial crisis, because of the global interdependency, because of the economic crisis, which spread faster because of globalization. So this globalization has positive aspect also and negative aspect also. Another negative aspect with respect to globalization, this has increased the income equality among countries also. Some countries, they are getting all kind of benefit. Some countries, they are getting nothing. If you go to Africa, if you visit Africa, if you study about Africa, those countries are getting, they are not getting anything from anywhere. Okay, India is a developing nation. America, number one all over the world, they have benefited the most from this globalization. Europe have benefited the most because of globalization. China has benefited the most from the globalization. India is somehow also getting into that domain. India is also getting a benefit, but not at that much scale which previously China has taken, or which previously America or Europe has taken the advantage. But there are many countries in Africa, in South America, they are they are not getting anything from globalization. So income equality has increased. With respect to, if I talk about the example with respect to India and China, rapid GDP growth due to globalization. China have that GDP growth in double digits also in the in late 90s or 2000 after millennium, after this 2000 era, 2000, till 2010 itself, their GDP growth was massive. Developed nations, there are some precursors also for these developed nations, because their trade rules, their employee rules, their wages act, they are much stronger as compared to developing nation. So some manufacturing dominance they lose. That is the reason USA is a nation where most of the service companies are there, but when it comes to the manufacturing, this comes to the this feed come to the China or India. In some cases, even though Taiwan also. If I talk about semiconductor industry, Taiwan, China is the best among all over the world. Japan and South Korea also, but not USA in some cases. Manufacturing dominance, they lose because of the high cost associated with the manufacturing in developed nation. But within country, the rich and poor gap widened. Any question?
Sir, what is economic liberalization?
Economic liberalization, this is kind of economic liberalization, that trade deal which we have concluded in last 1 year. If I talk about that Europe Union and India trade deal, we were in the discussion since 2007. Since 2007, we want to expand into the Europe Union. It is not like that we were not exporting the product, but tariff is too high. In some cases, tariff was around 100% also, which now has to reduce to zero in 97% of the product category. So this is kind of economic liberalization. This is kind of liberal policies. This is kind of reduced tariff, which we will help might be from next year onwards, because at least 1 year it will take to execute this trade deal with Europe Union completely. And next year onwards, from 2027, our product are going to be available in the Europe market with a substantially almost zero tariffs. So this is kind of liberalization which India right now getting benefit. Okay, and subsequently Europe also. There are many companies which are going to venture into the India. They are going to offer their products also. For them also, this is a win-win situation. Okay, so LPG kind of LPG liberalization, privatization, and globalization in the year 1991. Goods and services tax in the year 2017. These trade deals. Okay, these all kind of examples with respect to the economic liberalization.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So tariff is just the tax on imports, or it also on tax on exports?
Tariff actually, you can't compare tariff and tax. Tax is another thing. Tariff is another thing. Tariff, especially with respect to the import and export, this is the on and about taxes you need to pay. If you want to export the product or import the product, then you have to pay some kind of tariffs. Taxes you have to pay to that particular country. Okay, like for example, MG Hector, it's a Britain company which has ventured into India. Okay, now earlier they have to pay some kind of tariffs above the GST rate, above the tax, which corporate tax, which they were paying in India. But from next year onwards, when this deal execute, which is a maybe sorry, for Britain this is not applicable, but for Switzerland it will applicable. Switzerland based companies Nestle, okay, Nestle, and there are many companies, Italian based companies also. From next year onwards, they do not need to have pay any kind of tariffs, but still they have to pay tax with if they are going to venture into India. So these two things are very different.
Okay.
बट सर उसका कोई
Tax
रूल
still is
रेगुलेशन
there.
तो होगा ना, मतलब टैरिफ का मतलब सर कोई रूल रेगुलेशन तो होगा ना टैरिफ का, मतलब कोई भी देश मतलब लगा सकता है कंट्री की, मैं 50 लगा रहा हूँ 18 लगा रहा हूँ, तो सर उसका कोई रूल रेगुलेशन नहीं है ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड, मतलब कि इतना होना चाहिए?
कोई रूल रेगुलेशन नहीं रहा आज के टाइम में हरिंदर। अगर मैं बात करूं तो जो अमेरिका आज के टाइम में काम काम कर रहा है, उसके हिसाब से तो कोई रूल रेगुलेशन नहीं है। अमेरिका का जो मन करता है 20% का, 50% का। अगर आपको याद हो, स्पेसिफिकली लास्ट जनवरी और फरवरी की बात थी, ठीक है, अमेरिका ने जो यूजुअली चाइना के ऊपर जो टैरिफ्स होते थे वो मुश्किल से कोई 20% होते थे, उनको इंक्रीज करके, मतलब वो एक काइंड ऑफ ऐसा मतलब एस्केलेशन हुआ दोनों कंट्रीज के बीच में कि वो जो टैरिफ जो नाम मात्र होता था वो बढ़ के 254% पहुंच गया। 254%। आज के टाइम में स्पेशली ट्रम्प का जो टाइम है, इसमें कोई रूल रेगुलेशन फॉलो नहीं किए जा रहे हैं। अगर रूल रेगुलेशन फॉलो किए जाते तो वेनेजुला के प्रेसिडेंट को रातों रात किडनैप नहीं किया जाता। अगर रूल रेगुलेशन फॉलो किए जाते तो कोई मतलब ईरान के ऊपर वॉर नहीं करता, जिसका इंपैक्ट आज के टाइम में ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड आपको आपको देखने को मिल रहा होगा, इंक्लूडिंग इंडिया। वी आर फेसिंग हेयर, इवन तो हमारे यहाँ पर कोई मिसाइल नहीं आ रही है, बट स्टिल वी आर फेसिंग मैनी काइंड ऑफ इश्यूज बिकॉज ऑफ दिस वॉर। अदरवाइज अगर मैं बात करूं टैरिफ्स के रिलेटेड तो WTO इज देयर, वर्ल्ड ट्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड इज देयर, बट राइट नाउ दे आर लाइक टूथलेस टाइगर। कोई
ओके
कोई
सर।
फॉलो नहीं कर रहा है इन सब चीजों को एज ऑफ टुडे।
ओके। ओके, थैंक यू सर।
ओके। अदरवाइज अगर अगर फॉलो करता है तो ये टैरिफ का गेम अमेरिका कैसे खेल रहा होता, ट्रम्प कैसे, मतलब हमेशा हर चीज के लिए उसके पास सिर्फ एक ही ऑप्शन होता है, चाहे वो वॉर रुकवाने की बात हो। कितनी बार उन्होंने स्टेटमेंट दिया है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान, विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द ऑपरेशन सिंदूर, कि भाई हमने टैरिफ लगाने का इनको बोला कि अगर आप ये वॉर नहीं लोगोगे तो हम तुम्हारे ऊपर टैरिफ लगा देंगे, हम तुम्हारे ऊपर टैरिफ 100% 200% कर देंगे। और बिकॉज ऑफ टैरिफ मतलब इंडिया ने और पाकिस्तान ने मतलब अपनी जो जो मतलब डी एस्केलेट किया और सीज फायर किया। ओके, सच्चाई क्या है वो एक अलग बात है, बट दैट पर्सन इज यूजिंग टैरिफ लेफ्ट एंड राइट फॉर ईच एंड एवरीथिंग। सो एज ऑफ टुडे, आज के टाइम में कोई रूल रेगुलेशन है नहीं टैरिफ से रिलेटेड। अर्लियर देयर
ओके
वर सम।
सर। ओके,
ओके।
राइट सर, थैंक यू।
So, what is the role of international trade in global business? Trade agreements, which we have discussed. Okay, trade agreements होते हैं तो उसकी वजह से बिजनेस जो है प्रोलिफरेट होता है। WTO उसमें हेल्प करता है रेगुलेट ग्लोबल ट्रेड के लिए। नाफ्टा इज देयर, यूएसए MCA इज देयर, जो कि अभी लास्ट ईयर ही फाउंड हुआ है, यूएसए कनाडा एंड मेक्सिको का ट्रेड। इससे पहले मतलब नॉर्थ अमेरिका फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट था, जिसको कन्वर्ट कर दिया गया ये यूएसए MCA में। इंडिया यूएसए ट्रेड डील, इंडिया यू ट्रेड डील, इंडिया यूके फ्री ट्रेड। व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट? इन्वेस्टमेंट की अगर बात करें, फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट, फॉरेन पोर्टफोलियो इन्वेस्टमेंट, which involve a business entity in one country investing in the business interest in the another country. There are many companies, there are many foreign investors like SoftBank or this Naspers or Tiger Global Management, or many companies, well-established organizations like Microsoft or Google or Netflix. They invest in another country, okay, through the foreign direct investment route. So investment help to explore, to expand the business to the target market. FDI not only strengthen the international economies also, but also foster the transfer of knowledge, technology, management practices across the border. Like Walmart has acquired a Indian company, Flipkart, through the foreign direct investment. And first time in the history, India has removed the press note 3. Okay, just 10-15 days back only. First time government of India has allowed Chinese company also to invest in India, but only for the maximum 10% investment. As of today, earlier it was zero. So investment when Chinese company are going to invest in India, even though with 10% maximum limit, maybe in future this is going to be increased from 10 to 15, 20, 25, 30, 40% also, 50% also, so that if Chinese investment is there, so that there is some kind of interdependency between India and China, and maybe in future escalation would not happen on the borders. Okay, so Walmart has acquired Flipkart through foreign direct investment. Apple manufacturing in India. As of today, Apple is manufacturing around 25% of iPhone in India. Earlier, their maximum production happened in China, but after COVID-19, in the year 2022, they first established here with the help of Chinese investment, Foxconn company, which is a Taiwan company. Okay, they started India, and now they have tie up with Tata also. And as of today, 25% iPhones are manufacturing in India through this foreign direct investment. Tesla entering into the new market into the India again through the foreign direct investment. And last one for the today class also, among the key drivers, cultural exchanges and the global awareness. The global business environment is not just shaped by economic and technological factors, but also by the cultural exchange. The increased mobility of people and the prevalence of the global media have led to a more interconnected world. Migration, media, and tourism have led to the cultural blending. Consumers now have global preferences like McDonald's offering Mac Aloo Tikki in India, Netflix global content consumption all over the world, whether it's a original series developed in USA or in Korea, it is freely available in India also, whether a Indian series or even Indian show like Kapil Sharma show or any other show which is from Indian origin, that is offering in Europe also, in Gulf countries also, all over the world, global content consumption in Netflix. Korean culture, K-drama, pop drama, K-pop, they are influencing a global market today. KFC India providing the veg menu, and Starbucks, even though which is a coffee company, they are offering tea also in India. So cultural exchanges also happen increasing because of the global business, because of the global awareness. So that's all for today. Today we have discussed about the what is international business. First one, what is international business strategy? Types of strategy with respect to the international business, which is international strategy. First one, multi-domestic strategy, global strategy, and then translational strategy. After that, we have discussed about the these key drivers with respect to the global business. What is the global business context itself? है क्या global business, उसके बारे में बात किया हमने, एंड उसके ड्राइवर्स को डिस्कस किया. बेसिक जो चीजें थी वी हैव कवर्ड टुडे इन आवर फर्स्ट क्लास. Any question as of now? If there is any, you can ask me.
No, sir, all clear.
Harinder, your voice is breaking actually. Can you please ask again?
Sir, all clear.
Okay, okay, okay.
Understood.
Okay,
और सर
thank you very
PPT
much
आप
for
शेयर
joining.
करोगे मतलब सर, मतलब अपने क्लास में मतलब ग्रुप पे
हाँ
ना,
हाँ बिल्कुल 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 बिल्कुल
तो सर
बिल्कुल.
मैं CR हूँ तो आप मुझे सेंड कर देना.
Okay, can you please give me your mobile number?
सर 8285
8285
10
10
94
94
80. सर रोलेक्स है ना.
880.
यस सर.
8285109480.
यस सर, यही है, राइट. और सर मतलब वो
Okay,
ग्रुप में ऐड
thank.
होना हो या फिर तो आप बता देना, या पर्सनली आप मुझे भेज दो, बाकी सबको भेज दूंगा. 3-4 ग्रुप हैं तो सर उसका मतलब जैसे आप कहो वैसे.
ठीक है हरिंदर, I will connect with you regarding this. Thank you
Thank you,
very much
sir.
for joining today. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट क्लास में.
थैंक यू सर फॉर
Thank you
गुड
very
सेशन.
much.
Thank you.